In this presentation, I will discuss writing a grammatical description of a language while both authors are living in different countries. My name is Nathan Martin, and I'm currently writing a grammar with my colleague Demetrio Sarita. We are working on a grammar of Western Husλovaca Mixtec as it is spoken in El Jicaral. Western Husλovaca Mixtec is an Otomanguean language, and it is part of the Mixtec language family, which you can see outlined in bright pink here on the map of southern Mexico. The red point indicates El Jicaral in the municipality of Coycoyan de las Flores in the state of Oaxaca. Mixtecs also live in many parts of the United States, especially in California. There are many also in Oregon, in Virginia, in New York City, and in the state of Washington. I live in the Skagit Valley, indicated by the red dot on the map, and that is where Demetrio and I first met. In 2016, I had the opportunity to attend the grammar workshop at Canada Institute of Linguistics taught by Dr. Tom Payne. Canada Institute of Linguistics is in Langley, British Columbia, which is about a half hour from Lyndon, Washington, where my friend Demetrio was living at the time. In the grammar workshop, I learned how to analyze the field data that I had already collected about the Mixtec language, and to analyze things that I already knew from having learned the language. Dr. Tom Payne gave me a lot of framework and a lot of questions, and in the evenings I would drive back across the border and meet with Demetrio, sometimes at a Burger King, as you can see here in this picture, sometimes at Starbucks, and we would study what Dr. Payne had provided us and then answer questions about the nature of Mixtec. For several years, Demetrio lived in farm worker housing in Lyndon, Washington on a berry farm. He slept on a bunk bed and shared a room with other farm workers and sent all of his money home so that he could build a house for his family to live in. He has a wife and 4 kids, and he wanted to build a house that had a floor, and as you can see, he also installed water so that his wife would have running water in a kitchen. While Demetrio was in the United States, he missed out on cultural ceremonies, he missed out on religious ceremonies, and he missed out on watching his children grow. El Jicaral is very beautiful, but it also has many problems. There is currently a land war between El Jicaral and a neighboring town. There was massive flooding during the time that Demetrio was in the United States, which destroyed major sections of many of the towns in that municipality. During the agricultural season, people work in their own fields. However, the soil is not very good for farming, and people have a hard time having enough harvest yield to be able to sustain their families. Even though life in El Jicaral can be hard, it is home, and 3 years ago, Demetrio returned to live with his wife and his children. So here we are now, and this is how we see each other. We use the internet, usually Facebook, to send pictures to each other, to send messages to each other, and to stay in communication as we continue working on these projects. Facebook is very popular in the Mixtec community here in Washington State, and it is a way that people here stay in communication with friends and family that are in Mexico. Before Demetrio left, we worked together using Facebook because Demetrio was in Lyndon and I was about an hour south in Mount Vernon. We have a Facebook page that we call West Coast Mixtecs that allows us to collaborate with Mixtec speakers and linguists that are in California. And we use this page to ask questions about grammar, to ask questions about vocabulary, and to get feedback from a variety of speakers. We also use Facebook Messenger to send messages back and forth and to stay current on what's going on in each other's lives, and even just to ask simple questions while we're working on edits. A benefit of using social media for communication is that we can have asynchronous communication, which has become even more important in the last year. I have been accepted to Skagit Valley College's nursing program, and Demetrio is on the Town Council of Elders and has been working with federal grant money to improve the town infrastructure. By using asynchronous social media, we can upload files, download them when we have time, and piece by piece put together the grammar. Here you can see a chapter that we're currently working on. As you can see, we're writing the grammar in Spanish. That was Demetrio's choice. He felt that it would be best to write the grammar in Spanish to make it accessible to as many people as possible. Because my Spanish is stronger than Demetrio's, I write the sections in Spanish. We discuss the grammatical topic via Facebook, and then Demetrio writes the example sentences. He writes example sentences that really clarify the grammar topic that the section is discussing. Then I translate the sentences into Spanish, write it up, and send it back to Demetrio for him to review. For us, the key to success has been strong communication and a shared vision. We feel that linguists can successfully work together in different countries if there is a strong relationship that allows both parties to feel safe talking about barriers, talking about struggles, and talking about what it is that they hope to accomplish and what they hope the other party is able to accomplish. We welcome questions or commentary. Our email addresses are listed here on this slide, and we would love to hear from other linguists about the projects that they are working on from different parts of the world. Thank you so much. Shindat Viniendo.